A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a shocking incident that has sparked outrage and calls for accountability, Israeli troops were caught on camera fatally shooting two Palestinian men who appeared to be surrendering in the occupied West Bank. The video, which surfaced on Thursday, November 27, 2025, shows the men exiting a building with their hands raised, seemingly unarmed. One of the men even lifts his shirt to demonstrate that he poses no threat. However, instead of being taken into custody, the men were ordered back into the building before Israeli soldiers opened fire, resulting in their deaths. The Palestinian Authority has condemned the actions of the Israeli forces, labeling the incident a war crime. In contrast, a joint statement from the Israel Defense Forces, IDF, and Israeli police claimed that the deceased were affiliated with a terror network, although they did not provide specific details regarding the accusations against them. An investigation into the shooting has been announced, but skepticism remains regarding the transparency and effectiveness of such inquiries, given the history of similar cases. The footage, which has drawn widespread attention, reveals not only the chilling moment of the shooting, but also the apparent lack of shock among the soldiers involved. Eyewitness accounts from the scene describe a sense of normalcy among the troops, raising questions about the ethics of military conduct in such situations. The video also captures a digger being used to demolish part of the building where the men were shot, further compounding the horror of the event. Local residents have expressed their anger and frustration over the killings. Farha Abu al-Hajja, a Palestinian woman from Jenin, shared her emotional response to the footage, stating, "They were killed in cold blood. They could have just arrested them, not executed them. It's a heinous crime. As a Palestinian woman and mother, my heart goes out. I can't imagine how their mothers are feeling." Farha's words encapsulate the feelings of many in Jenin, where fear and tension have become a part of daily life amid ongoing violence and military operations. The Israeli military has insisted that the incident is under review, with Lieutenant Colonel Nadav Shoshani admitting that shots were fired as the two men exited the building. However, the video evidence contradicts this account, showing the men being ordered back inside before the shooting occurred. The IDF has stated that the incident will be examined by commanders on the ground and relevant professional bodies, but previous investigations into similar incidents have yielded little accountability. Data from previous years reveals a troubling trend regarding investigations into Palestinian deaths at the hands of Israeli soldiers. Between 2018 and 2022, 219 court cases were initiated concerning allegations of unlawful killings. Out of these, 112 were deemed unworthy of investigation, and of the remaining cases, only one soldier was indicted, receiving a mere 3-month community service sentence for his actions. Jenin has long been a focal point of conflict between Palestinians and Israeli forces, with frequent clashes and military operations taking place in the area. While the Oslo Accords of 1993 placed Jenin under Palestinian control, Israeli military operations continue, often justified as efforts to combat terrorism. However, many view these actions as a form of creeping annexation, exacerbating tensions in an already volatile situation. The current climate in Jenin is further complicated by the ongoing violence in Gaza and attacks by settlers in the West Bank. Many Palestinians feel isolated and unprotected, with a pervasive sense of hopelessness regarding their situation. The recent killings have only intensified these feelings, as residents grapple with the implications of living under constant threat. In Israel, public sentiment appears divided on the issue of military accountability. Recent polls indicate that over 60% of Israeli Jews oppose investigations into soldiers accused of misconduct against Palestinians. This sentiment has been echoed by political leaders, including Itamar Ben-Gvir, the minister in charge of national security, who has openly criticized calls for accountability. He has framed the military's actions as necessary in the fight against perceived enemies, dismissing the need for investigation as a distortion of justice. As the investigation into the recent killings unfolds, many are left questioning the broader implications of such incidents on the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. The footage serves as a stark reminder of the realities faced by those living in the occupied territories and raises critical questions about the ethical responsibilities of military forces in conflict situations. With tensions running high and a history of unaddressed grievances, the path forward remains fraught with challenges and uncertainty. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.